Hello, my name is Jody, and welcome to this new guided meditation for deep relaxation and sleep. Please make yourself comfortable in a time and a place where it is okay to fall asleep, so you can completely relax and enjoy this time you have put aside for yourself to meditate your way to the most pleasant night's sleep or a really nice, relaxing nap. If you have made yourself comfortable in a position that is good for you to fall asleep in, I would like to ask you to focus on your breathing, because this is one of the best ways to bring your attention to where you are here and now and focus the mind upon fully relaxing and enjoying this experience. If you do feel you are holding on to some tension you would like to let go of, it can be very helpful to take a deep breath in, hold it for a second or two, and then softly and slowly let it go, imagining the tension is leaving your body with the breath, floating away to some other place away from where you are and the time you are in. If this feels good to you and does help you feel better, you might like to repeat this a couple of times or a few times until you are ready to settle in and join me as we begin with breath awareness and then move on to other relaxing things. I am going to count down from 5, and with each number you may feel more relaxed until I say 0, and when I say 0, this is your cue to zero in and let your focus and attention rest upon the breath and how you are breathing in the moment. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And now is the time to gently guide your awareness to exactly what is happening while you are breathing in and out, breathing in and out in a relaxed manner. Maybe even breathing like someone who is already asleep. And if you are breathing like someone who is already asleep, or even if you are just breathing like someone who is relaxing more deeply with each moment that passes and is okay allowing this breathing to take you closer and closer to sleep each time you draw air in, and then just let it go to drift away. And either way, you can listen to your breath and really tune in to hear, if you can hear, the soft sound of your breathing. And I don't know if the sound of your breathing right now is growing in your awareness until it becomes quite loud, or if the sound of your soft, sleepy breathing is barely audible, but you do, and as long as you do, everything will be okay for now. If the sound of your breathing is not very loud, and you would like to hear the sound of your breath to relax you more deeply, you can relax your throat even more until there is a little bit of resistance and you can hear yourself breathe this way, because this sound can be so very relaxing and can help you drift off deeper and deeper to sleep, where you may have nice dreams about things you like to dream about. And in a moment, I would like you to count one breath and do this 10 times. And doing this can be something like this. Breathe in, and 1. Let go, and that's 1. Breathe in, and 1. Let go, and that's 2. In is 1 again, and out is 3. Now, when in a few seconds, when it is time to do this, I will be quiet for a time, so you can be still with your own mind. And I will count down from 5, and after I say 0, it will be time for you to begin. And at any time at all, any time you feel this is confusing and would like to give up and return your attention to resting and allowing yourself to drift off to sleep, that's okay, because during this time and any other time during this session, it is always time to give yourself permission to give up and just rest while you wait for your mind to give up as well and go comfortably to sleep. If you remember or forget to count 1 and 1, 1 and 2, you can do what feels best to you. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. If you are aware of your breathing and how you are right now, you may like to take a little bit of time to check in with yourself to really get a sense of how you are in this moment. You may like to pay attention to any physical feelings. Not judging them as right or wrong. Just taking your consciousness for a tour of how you feel. And you may also find it interesting to be with any emotional feelings you may be feeling, to know they are there even if you have no need to be too involved with them. During this time, you are leaving it all behind to have a nice, long, relaxing sleep. Just knowing they are there is good enough. And good enough is always good enough when it is just you here in this time you have set aside for yourself. And now you have checked in to see how you are. You may like to check in again later, or just stay with yourself for now if you like how this feels. If you are still staying with yourself, you may also like to take a moment to observe your mind, to check to see if your mind is thinking any thoughts. And I don't know if your mind is quiet or if it has become involved with a thought, but you do, and you can stay with a thought if you like the thought, or you can let it go and drift away as you gently guide your attention to something else, like how comfortable your bed is or how nice it is to have a quiet mind. And a quiet mind can have a much sharper, more acute imagination, one that is more under your control. If you would like to test this out to see if it is true, you can right now. While you are breathing quietly, imagine or remember a time when you felt really good. Really good about yourself. Or something that is happening around you. You can make something up or pick a favorite memory if one comes to mind quickly and easily for you. And during this time you can remember or imagine, I would like you to feel, if you can feel or imagine, you have the feelings that come along with this time. Does your body feel lighter and more free? Do you feel any tingly feelings of joy in your body? A rush of emotion maybe? Or just a feeling that is hard to describe and is the feeling you always get when you just, plain and simple, feel really good about something. I'd like you to remember this feeling or what you imagine this feeling to be, so later on when you are dreaming, if you are dreaming or about to dream right now, or when you come to the time when it is time to be up and doing the things that you normally do, when any of this does happen, you will be able to bring this feeling back at will and practice this feeling often until it becomes a habit for you to feel the feelings you feel when you do feel really good about things. So to anchor this feeling to your habitual state of being, I am going to count from 3 to 1. I am going to count from 3 to 1, just like this. 3, 2, 1. And as I count down 3 times from 3 to 1, I would like you to get a very deep sense of how this feeling feels, or a clear imagining of what it would feel like to feel this way. With each number feeling more and more joy as I count down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Feeling what it feels like to just be happy for a time. Again. 3, 2, 1. This is a very pleasant feeling, and you are doing such a good job of feeling it. So one more time. 3, 2, 1. If you like how this feels, it's okay for now to just spend a little bit of time observing this feeling and taking note of exactly how you are when you are like this. Just resting with it for a time, if you would like, and allowing yourself to just be and just be happy. Relaxing more deeply into it all. Just letting this be a time of observation and reflection. And from where you are right now, you could, if you wanted to, take a moment to reflect on how far you have come and where you have been to prepare yourself to have a wonderful sleep. You have been aware of your breath and how you can use your breath to relax yourself even more deeply. You have taught yourself to experience joy at will and at your command. So any time you are dreaming, or even when you are awake, you can use this power to feel good. And you can feel good when you choose to, for no other reason than it is a nice feeling to feel good. And as you reflect upon all of this, you may also like to reward yourself with even more good feelings for doing such a good job of doing all of this, some of this, or you may have even done an excellent job of doing nothing at all. And that would be great as well, because doing nothing at all during a time of rest is also a perfectly acceptable response. And now, with all this done or not done, it is time to go to sleep, unless, of course, you are already asleep. And if you are already asleep, your job is really done, because if you are already asleep, the only thing to be done is to go deeper into sleep, deeper to sleep, deeper to sleep. And if you are still falling asleep, and it's all just the same anyway, because if you are falling asleep, the best thing to do is to just allow yourself to rest, drift, and wander while you become more and more relaxed as you come closer and closer to sleep. And when it all slips away, as you drift down deeper and deeper into sleep, till you are going deeper to sleep and deeper to sleep, and then even more deeply asleep still. And you can just listen to this recording if listening to the sound of my voice makes you feel drowsy. If you do feel drowsy, that is a really good thing. Or if you feel better, ignoring my words, it will be the best choice to just allow me to fade away to someplace else while you follow your own relaxing, sleepy feelings deeper into relaxation or deeper to sleep. Or you could use your mind's eye to imagine a happy, relaxing time and place, like the kind of happy and relaxing time and place you would find in the woods, in a meadow, or maybe at the beach, if you like being at the beach. And you can feel the relaxing feelings you would feel if you were in this kind of place, and you can allow these feelings to spread and grow until they flood your entire being all at the same time. Or it can be very nice to rest in another moment that is happening right here and right now. So you can let yourself go here and now, or let yourself go to some other time and place where you can be totally, fully, and completely relaxed. And you could even feel these soft feelings spread and grow to fill your bed or sofa, and feel this feeling permeate the air in the whole room around you. You can let your happy and relaxed feelings spread and grow as much as you like, and allow your consciousness to travel with them as far as you would like it all to go, as far as you would like it to go, till it fills the entire universe and anything else beyond that as well. Or you can take some time to not have to think about anything, not having to figure anything out, because now is a time for rest and sleep. And during these times of rest and sleep, it's okay to just spend your time doing nothing at all. And my voice can fade away, and everything else can fade away too, and just drift away to wherever it is things go when they aren't really useful to you in the time you are in right now. This rest is good for you. As you already know, this is a good time to rest, and have this rest heal and rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. And while you are resting, and while you are sleeping, I don't know what forces will come into effect to heal and rejuvenate your body and spirit, but it doesn't really matter who knows, as long as they will come to rest upon you and rest within you, so you will have a firm grasp on the way of things, knowing the way of things will work quietly, efficiently, and with love to have you grow more happy, healthy, useful, and whole. As you drift off to sleep, or drift off deeper to sleep, you can be still, rest, and just relax for now. Allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into this feeling. Giving yourself permission to just be for now. Perhaps just being in a quiet place where there is peace, serenity, and most of all love. And if you are still drifting off to sleep or going deeper and deeper to sleep, you can, if you would like to, just allow my words to drift away and focus upon a vast or infinite peaceful empty realm where there is love, luck, abundant joy and healing. As you do drift down, as you drift down deeper and deeper into this place you know you are going to, and making contact with the place deep down in your inner world where changes can be made, and while changes are being made, you can plant the thought or cultivate the knowing that you are this, and when you are this, you are able to declare in your own words that you are this by saying the magic words, I am. I am this. I am all this and so much more. I am. And if you would like to, you can believe it to be true. Just for now, you can believe it to be true, or you can save it for later and believe it to be true anytime you would like the way of things to be this way. And 3, 2, 1, going deeper and relaxing even more now. As you relax more deeply, you can repeat the magic words to yourself or just rest and maybe sleep too while I say it for you that you are. I am this. I am all this and so much more. If you listen, let yourself drift away or just sleep deeply and rest well. It all comes to the same thing, that you deserve to reward yourself with all of the good feelings you would like to have for doing such a good job of taking care of yourself, so you can live strong and free while you get better and better with each moment that passes. As you rest and recharge your batteries and feel what it feels like to be healthy, happy, and well. And you are this. You are all this. You are all this and so much more. Because you are this person generating this feeling you are feeling right now. And in this moment, as long as you relax, take a break sometimes, and give yourself all that you need to be happy and well. If you feel like it, and if you do feel like it, it could just take this time to rest your mind and allow your mind to take a break and take some time off. If you do think any thoughts at any time, just turn your attention to observe whatever thought is happening at any given moment, and relax, knowing whatever kind of thought you may be thinking about may drift by or dissolve as you observe. Or you can choose to think a thought on purpose if you would like to think anything at all. You can think the kind of thoughts you think when things are going your way, or just when you are feeling the way you feel, when you feel exactly the way you like to feel. And feed this feeling, turning up the volume on what it is you like to pay attention to. As you use the power of your own mind to just let go and allow yourself to drift off to sleep, being as comfortable as you can be while you are warm and relaxed in your bed or any other place you have chosen to make yourself comfortable. And the best way to let go is to let go of any tension or trapped energy in your body and in your mind. Embracing the sleep and allowing it to happen. Not needing to follow anything, letting yourself go and just relaxing away the last of your consciousness. If it is helpful, you can imagine a story while you stay as still as you can be, so your mind can guess the body is asleep. And if the mind believes the body is asleep, the mind will fall asleep also. Always it is best to breathe deeply in and slowly out, taking long, slow, calm breaths, feeling your breathing. This is your time for you, so it is okay right now to keep this time as your own for you, to allow yourself to drift. Relaxing more deeply, ever so softly and slowly, allowing yourself to become sleepier and sleepier. Anytime you feel like it, you can feel good about taking a moment to just let your attention rest on your breathing or the sound of my voice while you relax and let go completely. And with each gentle breath, you may notice you are becoming more and more relaxed. More and more relaxed as your entire body feels more and more soft, warm and heavy. So warm and heavy, soft and relaxed. And you can imagine yourself being anywhere you would like to be, doing whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. think of the sounds and the smells you may find where you are right now, or some other place you would like to be, while the volume turns itself down from what could be something that will help you relax even more deeply, relaxing you even more deeply as it drifts away. Enjoying the feeling of letting it all go, letting it all flow, as with each breath you breathe your own special kind of positive energy into the world. Allow each of these positive breaths to leave the body slowly, slowly and naturally, while you keep breathing. And you may notice the relaxed rhythm of your soft breathing, calm, soft, easy, letting it all happen as easily as it would like to happen. If you like this positive energy, you can imagine it becomes a divine light and gathers around you, gathering around your upper body first, holding you safe and warm, and then your own special kind of positive energy manifesting itself as a beautiful, divine, celestial light spreading down to release all tension from your lower body till your entire body feels soft, loose, heavy, limp and sleepy. Feeling the feelings you often do feel as you go to sleep, as you let it all go and completely relax. As you are drifting off to sleep, you may remember a time and the feeling that was in that time. The feeling in that time that was the feeling you felt when you were very tired and could feel yourself slipping away into a wonderful and welcome sleep. While you are relaxing and falling asleep, you can just notice how good it feels to be in your comfortable bed on a warm night, when it has all been taken care of and there is nothing left to do but let your awareness rest on your breathing and really feel how it feels to be totally at peace with the time you are in right now. Or imagine you feel completely at peace to appreciate that kind of feeling. If you do see what you see when you look at the backs of your closed eyelids, you could imagine you see far away stars on a clear night, and imagine yourself lying somewhere on a perfect evening, looking up from where you are into a velvet black sky, while you feel more and more relaxed. And more at peace. And as you are watching the pretty faraway stars on this perfect night, you feel again as if you are so very tired, it has become difficult to hold your dream eyes open, each blink taking longer and longer, eyes feeling so tired as if some kindly spirit has sprinkled magic sleepy dust in your eyes to help you fall asleep deeply into the most pleasant and enjoyable sleep you have ever had as a reward for doing such a good job of resting. Such a good job of resting. While you are asleep, or doing such a good job of resting while you just be still, relax, let all tension go, and let your mind drift and wander, floating free for a time. This imaginary sleepy dust is now affecting your entire body with warm, tingling feelings of relaxation. As you feel your mind and your body becoming even more relaxed, as you drift off deeper and deeper into the soft darkness, and you allow your mind to relax, and as relaxed as you are now, you can still drift down deeper into this relaxed state as you feel yourself be almost perfectly still, and you feel warm, soft, melting, warm and comfortable. This is a very pleasant feeling. And you can allow yourself to drift into it as deeply as you would like to, because there is no limit to how relaxed and comfortable you can be. Feeling the warm, relaxed, sleepy feelings circulating around your body and around the room as you feel heavier and heavier. And you just watch what is on the backs of your eyelids, letting the eyelids relax and release all tension as you lie here in the darkness, or watching what you see in the darkness. And if you are looking or sleeping, you may or may not notice the heavier and heavier your body becomes, the lighter and lighter your mind and spirit feel, like there is some kind of connection between what the body is doing and what the mind is doing or not doing, because either way, it is good to just let go and drop the idea if you would like to let go of what you don't need anymore or can do without just fine right now. And drifting away from anything and everything, allowing yourself to let go of the last of your consciousness whenever you are ready or anytime you feel like it, because nothing needs to happen and it all doesn't even have to make sense anymore, as it all drains away like clear water with each soft, slow, sleepy breath, letting it flow away to anywhere it would like to go. Enjoying the feeling of resting. Relaxing, drifting into the soft darkness. As your body goes deeper and deeper into relaxation and sleep, and just let the vibrations all happen within you or around you, seeing all of these positive healing vibrations as an island around you, keeping you safe and warm. Or you could just take a moment right now to relax and enjoy the quiet within yourself for now. Enjoying some time of deep relaxation for your mind and your body. Enjoying an intense rest. While softly and slowly breathing like a person who is asleep, or being a person breathing while you are asleep, letting your mind relax and be as lazy as it would like to be. Just resting in the quiet. Someplace nice like a quiet forest on a perfect summer's day. In this forest there could be a waterfall, and you could watch the waterfall. And as you watch the waterfall, I can count backwards from 5, and with each number I say, you can go deeper to sleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Deeper relaxed or deeper to sleep, gently, comfortably. comfortable and able to sink down into this quiet place, deeper and deeper, even more deeply still anytime you choose. Feeling soft, warm, and heavy. Heavy and soft like you are melting. Gently and pleasantly melting away. As you watch the waterfall, or closing your dream eyes and letting the sound of my voice fade away. As it all fades away, as you rest and rest more and more deeply. More and more deeply. Letting it all go and allowing yourself more and more freedom in this wonderful place. Deeper into the darkness, deeper into sleep, enjoying one perfect moment of peaceful surrender after you float down gently and let yourself float down deeper into dreams. And you may or may not be able to hear the sound of my voice, but either way is not important when you let your focus move gently into the quiet in your resting and relaxing mind while you rest and restore yourself. For right now, letting it be and letting it be while your mind becomes more clear as you completely let yourself go. Letting yourself flow away. As you rest and let it flow to wherever it wants to go, as you give yourself up to rest for now. Allowing me to do all the work for you so you can rest and sleep. Rest in the quiet. the quiet behind the sounds, the quiet between the sounds. Being deeper relaxed and deeper relaxed, as you may now wonder how deeply you can go and how much better you can feel in this moment. In just this moment, and this moment can feel like it is taking a very long time, or a very short time. As anything that has happened, is happening, or will all happen outside of this moment as you focus just on this time. Let it grow and fill with relaxing feelings asleep as you drift off to sleep. Drifting off and drifting away deeper and deeper to sleep. Sleeping deeply and resting well. As you relax into sleep. And you may or may not be able to hear the sound of my voice, but either way is not important when you let your focus move gently into the quiet in your resting and relaxing mind while you rest and restore yourself. For right now, letting it be and letting it be while your mind becomes more clear as you completely let yourself go. Letting yourself flow away. As you rest and let it flow to wherever it wants to go, as you give yourself up to rest for now. Allowing me to do all the work for you, so you can rest and sleep. Rest in the quiet. The quiet behind the sounds. The quiet between the sounds. Being deeper relaxed and deeper relaxed, as you may now wonder how deeply you can go and how much better you can feel in this moment. in just this moment. And this moment can feel like it is taking a very long time or a very short time. As anything that has happened, is happening, or will happen, will all happen outside of this moment as you focus just on this time. Let it grow and fill with relaxing feelings asleep as you drift off to sleep. Drifting off and drifting away deeper and deeper to sleep. Sleeping deeply and resting well. As you relax into sleep.